that you're into me. I need to catch you, I need your fever. Take my broken body, take all of me. Take all of me.
Yeah, take it all. Ain't no way I can break it off. Girl, is you really down to pay the cost? Reverse the role and you can play the boss. Already know my vision is faded. I try to evade it, but can't. I know you far from insane, but I keep lying to me. Cause I've been dying to me, and it feel like I follow you out in the street. And I promise you all that I know. Everywhere that my mind goes, elevated. Heart strong, but my head faded. Way back when we first dated, I'm gone now. Had to go cause I'm on now. When my intuition got me in the mission. We see eye to eye, but you ain't in my vision, oh no. I said, oh no. Back in the day, I used to say, a girl like you, I used to pray for days for. Now my hit like way more. What the would I stay for? Why the would I pay for? Something that's just gonna Nicky, I'm still me, but I'm just better. It's been 6 months since we touched last, but I wrote fast with this letter, and I swear to God that I'm better.
Too far, got the mirror. Write our name in hearts, baby, I can't see that you're into me. I need to catch you, I need your fever. Take my broken body, take all of me. Take all of me. Too far, got the mirror. Write our name in hearts, baby, I can't see that you're into me. I need to catch you, I need your fever. Take my broken body, take all of me.
The Cavaliers are out of Cleveland as they take on the Eastern Conference rival in tonight's contest. Welcome to the American Airlines Arena, home of the Miami Heat, and a great venue for basketball. We're all set to bring you NBA action. I'm Kevin Harlan. We've got Steve Smith and Greg Anthony alongside. Our sideline reporter tonight, David Olden.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it?
And you know, normally when you look at a guy like Whiteside with the field goal percentage and all, you think it's all about dunks. But I tell you what, he's improved his entire repertoire of scoring options near the rim. And now he's even showing that he can step out and knock down that little face-up 15-footer.
And look at the starters for the Cavaliers. Good out there with LeBron James. Then there's J.R. Smith. Then there's Larry Nance. And it's Hill in at the one. Baseline J on the way. Right side, no good. Whiteside earlier in his career didn't have as many options to score, but Greg, he's been very conscious of keeping that improvement of his game, and especially on the offensive end.
And Whiteside has been self-motivated since he's come back to the NBA. He's got the great length. He gets the hooks. He's got that baby hook up over the defenders, the soft shooting touch, and he just continues to improve offensively, all the while still being a force on the defensive side of the court.
No good on the second free throw. And when you think about the Cavs' ability, Steve, to carve up defenses, top 5 in free throw attempt differential last season.
A reason why is their attacking styles. It also shows their veteran savvy at the other end, not getting baited into cheap fouls. No one rotating over to help on the mismatch. Easy lay-in.
Dragic dishes to Whiteside. And that basket is going to count. Goaltending, the official call.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
The drive by James. It's stolen by Dragic. Richardson kicks to Whiteside. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Whiteside. For Cleveland, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Here's James.
And this is how you fire up your teammates. LeBron with a 10 on that one.
It's Dragic with the drive. Lays it up and banks it in.
How about the head of steam he's able to generate right there? It just gets to the rack really easy.
Here's James. And James throws it down.
Can't do anything about it. LeBron gets a step. Next thing you know, he's hanging off the rim.
Dragic again. Hill. And the call will be against George Hill. That's his first foul.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Now here's Dragic.
And make no mistake, George Hill is a two-way player. Great contest there.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
The Heat shooting their first free throws of this.
Yeah, last season, around 71% of the free throws made. And you know what? That has to be a point of emphasis this year.
Now with Whiteside, no matter what he is doing, he is always setting the tone the way he goes about defending the rim. It's like he's taking it personally that these guys are not going to score on him.
And you know what? He's a tone setter defensively. He gives his group confidence when he's on the floor. And, you know, teams are starting to realize you simply do not go at Whiteside. The block numbers might be down, but his defensive impact is as high as ever. High and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Now here's LeBron. 6 points for him. And Whiteside sends it back. And there's the call on James. That is his first foul of the game. The Heat with the lead. Here's Dragic. That one's all good. Now he's 3 for 5 from the field.
If you're going in amongst the trees, you have got to be aggressive.
Especially at that kind of height disadvantage. You're looking to score the ball or at least draw the foul.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
The Heat shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And, you know, last season, it seemed like it was a strong return to form for Goran Dragic. He was able to be more ball dominant when he was on the floor. And that style seems to work to his advantage. And he just seemed more comfortable in his role with this team.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Green's checked in.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Greg with Dragic in a statistical resurgence for several seasons. He had been sharing playmaking duties with guys like Wade and Bledsoe.
And as great as those players are, Dragic is best when he's the lead guard. Seems to be best paired with a shooter. A player's mentality can change when he is or isn't the primary ball handler, and that's been the case with Dragic.
And it's Johnson with the jam.
And on the defensive side, just a failure to match up.
Well, the one thing you want to take away is anything at the rim. Just too easy.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. And it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here. A different look for Miami. Winslow comes in for Josh Richardson. And Dwayne Wade subbed in for Johnson. Shot clock at 6. Here's Wade. It's deflected. Smith with it. Now guarded by Winslow. Right side again. Green. Out to Nance. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Nance has got 7.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through.
It's stolen by Nance. And they're pushing it up. And Hood with the basket on the assist by Hill.
All focus from Hood. Even with contact, he finds a way.
Here's Whiteside. Can't hit from in close. Guys, they've been getting it done.
They came out with a mission, and they have been tough to stop.
Steve, so let me ask you this. Do players consciously think about, I need a couple free throws, I need a couple of layups, I got to get a couple of shots per quarter? I mean, do they try to plot and plan an individual quarter like that, how they're going to score in different ways?
You're totally right, Kevin. The reason why is because as a 2-guard back in the day, if I could get to that free throw line and put a foul on a guy that's guarding me, that loosens up his defensive mentality. He's not as aggressive. And then now I know when I get to the bonus, I can drive it. He's either going to let me go or I can create contact and get to that line. You want to score easy, and that's how most scorers do. They really score easy. We just kind of applaud them when they're knocking down threes and big shots.
Winslow. That one's off. Still out of sync. Here's Smith. And it's Miami with the rebound. Lets it go from 11. And it comes off the front of the rim. Cavaliers leading. Kicks it to Hood. Hill has the open look. And it's off from three-point range. Wade left side. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Wade's got the game tied up here for the Heat.
Wade making the defenders look like they're underwater when he drives it.
And the basket by Hill.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
The drive by Wade. Green with the block.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark. I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
And Greg, you hear about the competitive culture that this Miami Heat franchise has.
And that doesn't always work for some teams, but it works for the Heat. This group will push each other all the time to be the best they can be. The practices have a feel of game-level intensity.
Now here's Wade. Down low. Off the screen. And that's 2 points on the layup. Abbott's got his first bucket in this one.
You know, he's had a handful of seasons in the top 10 in assists. Wade is a gifted passer.
Yeah, a little too physical on that play. Tries to climb over the top of him and gets whistled for it.
A real easy call. I know you want to attack the glass, generate second chance opportunities, but you also have to pick your spots.
LeBron's checked in for Jeff Green.
And probably the prime memories with the Heat have to be from the Big Three era. I mean, the team has done a great job of transitioning from that era to this current one, but classic example for me of reloading versus rebuilding.
On the wing, Ellington. 6 to shoot. It's tipped. They retain possession. They grab their own miss. And it's put back up and in by Wade. And the Heat lead by 3.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
You You got to keep an eye out for LeBron. He may be lurking. What a block that one was.
And Greg, credit the Miami Heat front office and coaching staff for continuing to keep this team competitive despite losing several Hall of Fame type players in the last couple of years.
And that is never an easy task for a franchise to go through. But the Heat have stayed in the competitive picture with smart signings and trades, and don't discount the impact Eric Spoelstra has had on that roster.
The power, body control. LeBron finishes through contact as well as anyone we've seen.
Winslow kicks to Babbitt. Basket counts. Babbitt's got 6 points.
And they repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
It's been all about Hassan Whiteside for Miami. He got the double. We got a close game here as we get back to the second quarter. And let's... The Cavaliers trailing. Winslow and Olynyk fill up the forward spots. Then there's Wayne Ellington, and it's Magruder in the shooting guard position. So that's who Miami starts the second with.
And making it look completely effortless. LeBron using his immense talent to score at will.
Cavaliers shooting has been terrific. 54% on the game. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And LeBron James in 2014 took on the burden of leading a young past team back to greatness. He changed the whole culture, showing them what it took to win it all.
And Smitty, that'd take a lot of patience for LeBron going from Miami to Cleveland, getting his teammates and the organization overall to that next level.
The definition of a leader, LeBron James. He'll do it with praise or criticism, not shy about challenging others and lighting a fire under them.
And the shot goes in.
And really the improvement as a finisher is noticeable for Kelly Olynyk.
LeBron drives in. It's blocked. And here's the fast break. Winslow's leading the way. Nance with some nice D.
I appreciate the attack mindset, but with the defense tracking him down, it was probably better to kick that one out.
Really like that work there in the paint. He has really established a low post presence.
Nance with the rebound.
Just great at getting after it defensively, forcing guys into tough shots.
Yeah, to be successful, you've got to protect the paint. He rises to that challenge.
And the call will be against George Hill. That'll be his second foul of the game. Tyler Johnson, he's checked in for Wayne Ellington. Here's Adebayo, covered by Nance. There's Winslow. Up and in, it's good. First basket of the game for him. 1 for 4 shooting.
And you have to like the location of this pass. Gives it to him where he can do something with it.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Miami's Eric Spoelstra is known for his focus and his devotion to work. How does he stay centered? Yoga. He said, I like it because you have to keep your eyes on your own mat. If you're not focused on the spot in front of you, you'll fall over. Kevin, that mindfulness translates across the board.
Mindfulness. That's an interesting way to look at things, D.A. Spo is a great communicator. Knows how to certainly get through to his team. On the wing, Winslow. Hood comes in with the double team. On the wing, Winslow. Goodbye, Hood. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Adebayo passes to Olynyk. And the shot is good. Olynyk's got 4 this quarter. Here's LeBron. And LeBron throws it down.
selfish play by Hood. Could take it himself or finds the open man.
And there's the feed to Olynyk. And stolen by LeBron. And LeBron throws it down hard.
The power of LeBron. Even if you tried to give the hard foul, he'll go right through you.
A different look for Miami. Whiteside's checked in for Kelly Olynyk. Josh Richardson comes in for Justice Winslow. And it's Dragic in for Rodney McGruder. Zizic is checked in for Cleveland. Korver comes in for Rodney Hood. Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for Cleveland. It's stolen by Hill. Here's LeBron. And finished off by LeBron.
George Hill's not a gambler, but with his length and quickness, he gets his share of steals.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game. And Kyle Korver was such a fundamental player for the Hawks over the last 4 or 5 seasons. But last season, you know, Steve, they trade him away to Cleveland.
Yeah, they wanted to get younger. And now Kyle Korver, 36, ankle and elbow surgeries. They wanted to move on from him, but he's still a heck of a player. But the Hawks had different plans.
And here's Cleveland. They're on an 18-6 run.
Seizing every opportunity to score. LeBron outworking, out-hustling people inside.
Dragic kicks to Richardson. The dish now to Whiteside. In the corner, it's Clarkson. A shot. But they'll get another chance. Down low. Here's Korver. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. And the Cavaliers lead by 15.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Here's Adebayo. James covering. Dragic dishes to Johnson. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots over Clarkson. And again, it's the Heat missing.
Yeah, momentum right now is against them. They're just going to have to figure out a way to ride this one out.
You know, easier said than done. What they need to do is string together some positive plays, try to turn the tide. And the defense daring him to shoot that. Good plan right there.
And taken away by Johnson. And Jordan Clarkson is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Johnson, he's checked in for the Heat. Dwayne Wade comes in for Johnson. Jeff Green, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. And here's Korver from the arc. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Korver's got 5 points so far. And the Heat call time here.
And you look at Ante Zizic, the forgotten player in the big trade, a young center, legit size and strength, and he also played under David Blatt, the former Cavs coach in Europe.
Richardson the pass to Dragic. He kicks it to Whiteside. And that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. Dragic has got his 5th assist in this one.
And Zizic has a lot of upside. One reason he was desired so much in the trade. Croatian, part of that golden generation, drafted 23rd overall in that 2016 draft, but ended up staying overseas. Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Good on that shot, and with that, the Cavalier lead is cut back down to 14 after they get the hoop from Johnson. Cleveland's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Here's LeBron. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. That one's on Johnson.
Tremendous breakdown ability off the dribble. LeBron also finishing through contact.
Luke Babbitt, he's checked in for the Heat. And it's Wade penetrating.
Still no rhythm. This may be a time when you want to make the extra pass. Give someone else a chance.
Dragic kicks to Richardson. And it's blocked. And they'll keep possession. And they're on the break. And the dunk by James.
In a class by himself, no one matches up with LeBron in transition.
Johnson outside. The kick out to Dragic. Fires the three. The shot, no good. And Cleveland the other way now. Here's LeBron. Goran Dragic grabs the board.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Cleveland leading by 19. Here's Green. Kicks it out to James. Oh, and the jam by LeBron.
Powerful high flyer. LeBron attacks the rim like no one else.
Wade against Scorver. There's a good screen. Wade dishes to Babbitt. And they pick up two. Babbitt's got 8 points.
A good screen made all the difference. It led to an open look.
Wade with the block.
Almost a block a game for his career. Wade has never been shy challenging shots.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
James, the pass to Clarkson. The drive by James from the arc. Here's Zizic. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot two. This is his first free throw of the game. The first free throw is good. And the Heat with some changes. Kelly Olynyk checked in for Johnson. Winslow comes in for Josh Richardson. And Ellington is subbed in for Goran Dragic. And Cleveland also making a change. Calderon's checked in. On the wing, Winslow. Guarded by Korver. Offline with his three.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead. But really, that's his specialty right there. Finding that angle and then going hard to the rim.
Ellington. There we go. Now in the scoring column with that make, he is 1 for 4.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock in game. And the shot goes down. 10 points for him.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
And it's the Heat on the break. Here's Babbitt. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. Jeff Green picks one up. The Heat have made 4 free throws from the line and missed 2. And the first one drops. Both teams deciding to change it up. And both free throws good for Babbitt. Here is Calderon. Got it up. And so it's Cleveland fighting at 15. Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll end offensively. The great teams pass up a good shot for a great shot, and San Antonio seems to be a nice example of that, if not this year, certainly in the past. Where do you draw the line, though, Steve, between great passing and then overpassing?
Well, I think then you start to look at teams that are saying these guys are not equipped mentally or physically or skill-wise to take that open shot. If you have an open shot, you got to be a little selfish. And obviously, if it's a better shot, you move it on. But at times, you got to take that good shot and believe that you can make it or just make the right play. A lot of teams are not making the right play. And they're overpassing.
Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. Calderon is out there with Smith. Then there's Green. Then there's Kyle Korver. And it's Zizic in at the 5.
You can tell he is on a mission down the stretch. Attack offensively and build on this lead.
Johnson kicks to Dragic. Six on the shot clock. And the rejection by James. And here we go. Fast break. LeBron's got it. Johnson with the block. And he recovers it. Hood kicks to Smith. Tries again. The shot that time not on target. Good work defensively by Whiteside.
Terrible beginning to the second half. Just 1 of 5 so far.
And the foul on Tyler Johnson. That is his first foul of the game. And the Heat making a change here. Winslow's checked in. Here's LeBron. And he drops in the layup off the glass. James has got 45 points.
It's scary because he's just been a matchup nightmare in this game. He's eaten up anybody they've thrown at him. I'd say that shot is well within his range.
I would hope so. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. Back to Dragic. It's stolen by Hill. And taken away by Johnson. It's tipped. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on Hill.
And Dragic came into the NBA with something on his resume that not many other rookies have. He has a ring from winning the Slovenian Pro League the year before he came to America.
And the second free throw, good.
And for Cleveland, repeat or no repeat, just having that first title still resonates. A city no longer defined by sports futility.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Guys, the league may have never seen a player with more control on and off the court than LeBron James. He is a superstar, a playmaker, a coach on the floor. Some say he's the GM. He even has a stake in a player agent business. LeBron says it's his dream to one day own an NBA team. Well, he's certainly getting some practice. Kevin?
No question about it, David. He's well on his way. As important a player as we've ever seen in basketball. You know, Steve, many felt that it was fitting that the Cavaliers came back in the 2016 finals from a 3-1 series deficit to win it all. If you're going to finally break through, it would have to be against all odds to make something like that happen.
Yeah, so true. And the actual ring the team got after that comeback has a story to it. 3 white diamonds and 4 red garnets, showing the sequence of wins and losses. It reflects determination and the end of a curse.
And probably the one constant of this Miami team the last few years has been their defense. They do a great job of making life difficult for opposing shooters, and it's been anchored by one of the best shot blockers in the game with Whiteside.
And the Miami defense is more than just Whiteside blocking shots, as you might say. Greg, they do a great job of limiting opponents' threes.
Yeah, they challenge the 3-ball as well as anybody. Both contest the shot and close out to deny the attempt from even being taken. This roster does a great job of taking away space from shooting.
Timeout.
Hood gets the bucket.
And when he gets right into his motion, tough to impact that shot from Hood.
Now a timeout called by Miami.
Yeah, and the amount of points they've given up here in the paint, that's what they got to talk about.
You know, for the most part, their perimeter D is holding up, but they might have to sacrifice some of that to close down the lane.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And Cleveland gets called for the foul. Well, Greg, Justice Winslow had a year that he'd like to forget, his second season in the NBA. Only played in the 18 games before sitting out the rest of the way after a torn labrum.
And we're just happy to see the young man back out on the floor so that he can continue to develop. Always a fantastic defender. And you forget, still a very young player who can round into a contributor, I believe, on offense.
A well-timed shot fake got the defender off the ground right there.
That's all confidence right there. He knows he's in a groove, and they've got this team on its heels.
Richardson kicks to Johnson. Back to Richardson. Johnson outside. And then Johnson with the dunk.
How about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
Adebayo is checked in for the Heat. The Heat have made 10 of their 14 tries at the free throw line in the game. Steve, you were such a great shooter over the course of your terrific career.
Defensively, you want to take away LeBron's driving lanes, but his speed and power still went out.
Johnson kicks to Dragic. From downtown. And there's Johnson. That's good. On the assist by Dragic.
Not the biggest fan of that shot, but he had the space to get it off. So why not?
Lets it fly. Johnson can't get it to go.
And this is one of those times where the coach has got to preach, be unselfish.
And we don't know that he hasn't. Maybe it's been falling on deaf ears. Guys taking ill-advised jump shots.
Miami with the ball. Up top, Dragic. He's guarded by Hill. Offensive rebound. The Cavaliers leading by 14. To the inside.
Nice. Nice dime to the open man. George Hill, more of a combo guard, making things happen right there.
Got a piece of it. And a wide open look for James. Pass to Smith. Launches it. And it's LeBron James with the 3. James has got 56 points in the game.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Dragic with a wide open look. That's in there. Johnson with the assist. 12-point pass for Goran Dragic.
Sometimes it's all about patience. His first 3 of the game, something to build on.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Dragic with another miss.
It's been a frustrating quarter for him shooting the basketball. He just has to make sure he's taking good shots.
Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Dragic has got 14 points for the game.
Amazing how he gets this one to go. Size doesn't matter.
But it can in the painted area. Regardless, he's crafty enough to get up a good shot.
LeBron with the block. Good with it. And it's Johnson picking him up. It's back to Hill. There's the 3. Nailed from three-point land. Hill's got his second basket of the game.
How about that? Hill showing some big-time range.
Now a timeout called by Miami.
Well, you get the sense that LeBron's passing and ball handling were innate. His shooting is something he's had to work at.
Here's what Miami's going with right now. Olenek is checked in for Johnson. Rodney McGruder comes in for Justice Winslow. Wade, he's checked in for Johnson. And Ellington is subbed in for Goran Dragic. Olenek with the steal. Adebayo passes to Wade. On the wing, Ellington. Wade again. Smith. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. And for LeBron, at times, his three-point shot has abandoned him, Steve. Last season, getting that shot locked in was a focus.
Yeah, in the past, it's really been about LeBron James driving the basketball, playing bully ball, getting to the rim. As later in his career, as you know, the three-point shot from LeBron has gotten better and better and better.
Smith for three. Good D by Wade.
Nothing seems to be going down for him today.
And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
The resume that Dwayne Wade has put together over the course of his career is staggering. 3 NBA titles and a Finals MVP. Countless All-NBA team nods and All-Star appearances.
And with Wade's accomplishments last season, his only year other than his rookie campaign, Steve, where he wasn't an all-star, says a lot for his staying power.
From a historical context, Wade is one of the greatest shooting guards of all time. Few others at that position can say they had a greater career. Realistically, in my opinion, he's probably in the top 5 at that position.
Green with the block. For 3, Smith. The offensive rebound.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Wade outside. This is to Ellington. Inside. The shot by Adebayo, no good. The Cavaliers leading by 18. Outside Hill. To the paint. Green dishes to Nance. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Nance has got 12.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
You know, he's never been one to settle. D-Wade will go right at you.
For 3, Smith connects from three-point range. 5 points in the game.
I mean, just a good shooter taking what the defense allows. Finds some space out beyond the arc. Now we can say it. He's a completely different shooter this half. Much more confidence, much more success.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers. And although Dwayne Wade, very much an NBA veteran, he is still a very high-usage player. He's 35 years old last season, and he was still putting up 16 shots a game.
When you think about the longevity of Wade's career, it is impressive. He has adjusted his game to still be a factor on the floor as he's aged. We keep waiting for him not to be productive, but he still keeps beating Father Time.
The Cavaliers have made 10 of their 14 tries at the free throw line in the game.
And a season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
Outside, Dragic. Pass to Whiteside. Pocket 6. Dragic with it. He's picked up by Hill. Whiteside. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Johnson against Green. He dishes it to Nance. It's stolen by Johnson. Richardson kicks to Johnson. And there's another one for the Heat.
He has flat out dominated this quarter, hitting shots at will, yet they still find themselves behind.
Hood for 3. Buries it from three-point range. Hood's got 10 points in the game. It's stolen by Nance. Smith kicks to Nance. This will make 4 trips to the line so far in the game.
And as for last season, he was a 74% shooter at the line.
And Cleveland making a change here. Both free throws good from Nance. 5 seconds left to play in the third. Near the three-point line, it's Dragic. No good. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for Cleveland. And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. And here are the Heat now. They've got Whiteside. Dragic is out there with Tyler Johnson. Then it's Luke Babbitt. And it's Richardson in the small forward position. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Here's LeBron. And the call will be against George Hill. That's his fifth foul. Here's Dragic. Whiteside with it. Richardson kicks to Dragic. Down low. It's stolen by Nance. The tray. Miami grabs the miss. Whiteside's got 5 rebounds tonight. And stolen by James. And the dunk by James.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
When your defense translates into offense, it's a beautiful thing.
Babbitt kicks to Whiteside. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on Rodney Hood.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
And that one misses.
Well, last season, LeBron very outspoken, saying the Cavs were too top-heavy. The Irving trade has brought them some much-needed depth.
And there's Richardson. That's good on the assist by Johnson.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And Miami called for the foul.
I mean, LeBron is blessed with every physical advantage. I don't know how you stop him without fouling.
Winslow's checked in for Luke Babbitt.
And you talk about the depth for the Cavs. Crucial when facing a team like the Golden State Warriors. If everything comes together, I think there's a chance their trade with Boston might give them a better shot at winning it all.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. First free throw is good.
And this Cavs payroll last season, I mean, the highest in NBA history with luxury tax penalties in the tens of millions. And we saw some friction as they looked to control salary, and LeBron pushed them to add more talent.
The 3 from Hill. And another miss by Cleveland.
You know, this is a time when you don't have to force anything. You're in command of this game.
Kept alive. Johnson. Richardson for 3. Buries the long-range jumper.
He's just one of those guys who just knows how to generate offense regardless of the situation.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. And the Cavaliers were able to add some key veteran help at the trade deadline.
Yeah, some key contributors they were able to get off of waivers as well. That's how the rich get richer. But with LeBron talking about the team being top-heavy, they needed to add some depth.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, over the break, I was able to listen to Tyronn Lue's huddle. He told them, put your foot on their neck. Take it to them. I want to see you guys slow it down out there. Use the clock and stay away from silly fouls. Let's see if they can execute the plan, guys.
Thank you, David. And it's Dragic off the drive. Here's Whiteside. Falls right in. He is 8 for 11 with that shot.
Not letting his team down. He's been very strong. He just needs a little help from his teammates.
Back to Calderon. Outside Korver. Releases. Offensive rebound. The kick out to LeBron. Over to the left wing. Here's Zizic. He's covered by Whiteside. Calderon passes to Zizic. And Whiteside sends it back. Richardson dishes to Whiteside. And it's slammed in by Whiteside.
Oh, up high and down hard with that one-hander.
He got a little extra forceful. You're right with that one. LeBron passes to Zizic. Rebound by the Heat. Whiteside's got 11 rebounds in the game. Richardson. Great D that time from LeBron. From beyond the arc to the left side wing. And it's Hassan Whiteside with the rebound. Whiteside's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession.
And he throws it right out of bounds. Careless mistake.
The Heat making a switch here. Wade's checked in. LeBron against Winslow. And finished off by LeBron.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Wade outside. Passes it to Whiteside. And it's slammed in by Whiteside.
You know, D-Wade has always been a playmaker. Passing is a part of what makes him special.
And James gets it to go.
Up by a bunch. He's still pushing the action, trying to impose his will.
With this big of a deficit in the score, you think the losing team would be playing harder. Nope, the opposite.
And he lays it straight in. LeBron's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
How about the quarter he's having? Tremendous execution on the offensive end, helping to further fuel this lead.
Outside Dragic. And the call will be against George Hill. That's it for him. He's fouled out of the game.
Yeah, the good news, though, is they've already got the win wrapped up. He might as well sit back and enjoy this one.
And the Heat making a change here. Johnson's checked in.
Yeah, and luckily they've got terrific depth at that position. If there's one spot on the floor where they can afford to lose somebody, that would probably be it.
Do you remember that 2003 draft? Carmelo Anthony, Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh, and this guy, LeBron James. He went #1 overall.
And stolen by LeBron. In transition, here come the Cavaliers. And that's going to be a travel. The Heat trailed by 17. Feeds to Richardson. Now here's Whiteside. It's slammed in by Whiteside.
Still doing his part, but it hasn't been enough. They need some kind of spark.
Now the pass to Nance. In the corner, Smith with it. Nance in the post. Richardson cover. Plus shot's good from Nance.
Still attacking. Building on this lead coming down the stretch.
And he's doing it efficiently, taking makeable shots. That's led to a high percentage from the field.
Miami with the ball. To the right side. Here's Whiteside. And the jam by Whiteside.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious.
Oh. Wow. Oh, we are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. Dragic kicks to Wade. Back to Dragic. LeBron against Wade. And they're able to recover. And stolen by LeBron. And it's Dragic with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Johnson, he's checked in for the Heat. James in the post. Johnson's there. Here's Nance. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. Nance has got 20 points.
This is where it's important to have guys looking for opportunities. Terrific lead pass.
And stolen by Hood. Now Cleveland moving it up. James with the ball. And the dunk by James.
Really like the tenacity that Hood plays with on defense. He is so good at reading the passing lanes.
Yeah, just nice strength there, and then just off with the shot.
First one falls for him. And the Cavaliers making a change here. And Johnson drops them both. And Cavs head coach Tyronn Lue, even as a player known for his attention speed to detail.
You know, he's had skills, but I think that's how he's made it, because he is one of those guys that's particular about the detail. He has a mind for the game and a passion for it. It continues to separate him now as a coach.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority, very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for Cleveland.
The blocking really turned things into their favor this time.
Great timing, anticipation. They got the blocks, and that definitely changed the momentum of this game.
And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for LeBron.
What you like about his approach at the offensive end today, once he got into a rhythm, he stayed focused. That's why the points just kept coming.
Dragic dishes to Johnson. Back to Dragic. 5 to shoot. Johnson kicks to Whiteside. LeBron grabs the miss. Makes it off the glass.
And in as hostile an environment as you're going to see, they found ways to step up time and time again.
You know, playing away from home, it's easy to get out of sync. Instead, they focused and dominated.
Johnson attacking. And Whiteside with the basket on the assist by Johnson.
And he's had an excellent performance overall from the field.
James kicks to Hood. And it's out of bounds. The Cavaliers able to retain possession here. Five seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. No good on the quick three. And so it's Cleveland taking care of business in this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, David...
Ride your wave, no way, no. Hard to be just to ride the rave. $10 million, gotta hide the.